Internalized misogyny is the hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against women or girls. Women who experience internalized misogyny may express it through minimizing the value of women, mistrusting women, and showing gender biases in favor of men. Women, after observing these societal beliefs which demean the value and skills of women repeatedly, eventually internalize those misogynistic beliefs and apply them to themselves and other women. Internalized misogyny can be enacted on others through assertions of incompetence, competitive behavior, construction of women as competitors, construction of women as objects, and invalidation or derogation of others or oneself. The implications of internalized misogyny may include psychological disorders such as depression, eating disorders, low self-esteem, and less social support among women. Before I start, I expect most of you to actually stop watching this video altogether, and I know that only 20% of you will stick around because we're talking about challenging and, quite frankly, triggering topics that lots of women in the fitness industry just are not ready for. And as a female personal trainer, navigating this topic of internalized misogyny is an inevitable part of the journey of being a fitness coach. Today, we're diving into that uncomfortable, yet it's crucial territory. While challenging these topics might be challenging, they're essential for fostering positive change within ourselves and within our clients, and obviously in the wider fitness community as well. So if you're ready, just give this video a like to let me know that you're still listening, and we will see who the real ones are. Let's go ahead and dive in. So we'll start by unpacking the connection between internalized misogyny and the pervasive influence of the patriarchal ideals within the fitness realm. And within this culture, physical standards often dictate what constitutes the ideal body for women. And these standards are not only harmful, they also perpetuate inequality by tying a woman's worth to her appearance. Breaking free from these toxic influences requires courage and introspection too. We must challenge these ingrained norms and recognize that health and worth are not determined by conforming to the narrow beauty, body, big butt standards. And we really, at the end of the day, it's about creating a more inclusive space and making fitness more accessible. So let's talk about the prescribed standards. We as fitness coaches often perpetuate and dictate what the ideal body is for women. And how many of you have thought that your own fitness dictates your worthiness of how much you charge, how much you put yourself out there on social media or whatever, and how much you, as a certified fitness professional, put yourself out there in general because you just don't feel good enough? It was real for me. I think it may have been real for you. And we have these power dynamics within the fitness industry. Certain body types are deemed superior, and that creates a hierarchy that pressures women to conform. This reinforces that internalized misogyny and perpetuates that harmful beauty standards. And then we have the judgment. So women who deviate from these beauty norms face judgment and inequality and limits the diverse expressions of fitness. And of course, we have to talk about objectification. And at times, the fitness industry just objectifies women's bodies, reducing them to a mere aesthetic. This objectification reinforces the idea that women's value lies in her appearance. And this contributes to the self-judgment that we've all felt, dissatisfaction. And if you're anything like me, this has led you to harmful dieting, or it will lead you or even your daughters or your clients to harmful dieting. And it's okay if we've been caught up in these dynamics, especially as fitness coaches. Recognizing them is really the first step towards change. So we have to challenge these outdated standards to make the fitness industry itself more inclusive to different body types. And I guess, the fact that you've gotten this far in the video and you have the courage and self-awareness to interrogate these circa 1980 standards, it's an admirable thing in and of itself. We have this beautiful example of Stephanie Buttermore and her journey. And I want to paint a picture of how we watched this journey of her confronting stereotypes, and she demonstrated such courage. She documented her journey so transparently and beautifully here on YouTube, and this provides such a powerful testament to the pervasive issues within the fitness industry. As she embraced the process of gaining weight, challenging these societal norms and beauty standards in the fitness industry, she just exemplified this resilience against this internalized misogyny that told her that her body wasn't good enough if it's thicker. Her experience highlighted this immense pressure placed on women, especially in the fitness industry, to conform to these unreal expectations of like seeing abs, flat stomach, like just so lean. And she got out of perpetuating this toxic cycle of body dysmorphia. And if you know anything about my journey, I had a similar yet different journey where I gained 30 pounds in 3 months after competitions. And it was really hard for me, hard in so many ways. I talk about it in this video, I won't share now. But I will say, by sharing these stories, we can dismantle these oppressive narratives and empower ourselves and individuals to challenge this internalized misogyny so deeply rooted in the fitness culture. And we can't talk about all this stuff without talking about low energy availability, because we often put ourselves into these rigid boxes and make ourselves conform, and we contort our bodies and our behavior to fit into smaller bodies. And that results in low energy availability, which is a state in which the body does not have enough energy left to support all physiological functions, so it starts shutting down. When compared to the normal population, athletes actually, much like you, are at risk for experiencing LEA for reasons related to caloric deficits. And it is a critical concern, particularly within the context of avid exercisers and the dynamic relationship between personal trainers and their clients. You're encouraging them to track macros. This makes them more aware of food. But this is often associated with disordered eating and has repercussions that go way beyond just not having enough food. For women engaged in regular exercise routines, LEA can disrupt menstrual cycle and reproductive functions. This represents a challenge for coaches, and the consequence goes beyond immediate health concerns and really boils down to their physical well-being, like even bone density is impacted. LEA can lead to a decrease in cognitive abilities, concentration, decision makings, and as personal trainers, it's crucial that you understand this, and I talk about this in lots of other videos. In general, committing to ongoing education is important for the holistic well-being of yourself and your clients, and it just demonstrates deep care, especially in the realm of hormone health, which you know I'm all about. Personal trainers can create an environment that prioritizes comprehensive health and fosters success beyond just achieving fitness goals. And obviously, hormone health can offer novel ways to support fitness goals, and all within your scope of practice as a trainer, of course. And while we're on this topic of internalized misogyny, we have to talk about the moral imperative of healthy food. The moral imperative surrounding healthy food is intricately woven into the fabric of the fitness industry. This imperative often stems from expectations perpetuating harmful norms. So here's how it ties into a broader context. We have the connection to the body image, this notion that healthy food is frequently linked to body image dictated by societal norms in the fitness industry. And this connection can often lead people feeling pressure to conform to the ideals or whatever this fitness influencer is selling. So the pressure to conform. We also have control and discipline. The emphasis on consuming healthy food is sometimes wielded as a tool for control and discipline, especially in fitness circles. Women who feel compelled to adhere strictly to these dietary restrictions reinforce this notion that their worth, value, and credibility as a coach is tied to their ability to conform to the standard of control and discipline with food. Ouch. That one would have burnt me like 5 years ago. If you're in the same boat, comment below, let me know. We also have to talk about the moralization of food choices, and that can contribute to the development of disordered eating. Individuals may experience guilt or shame for deviating from perceived healthy options, fostering a negative relationship with food that extends beyond nutritional consideration. We also have these dichotomies. The moral imperative of a healthy food often creates these dichotomies, such as labeling food good and bad. And this binary thinking can lead to extreme dieting behavior. Just look at all the dieting trends out there, keto, fasting. Anyway, if you've gotten this far in the video, leave a comment. I would really love to hear any courageous moves that you're making to redefine fitness for yourself and your clients. I would love for you to join the conversation by sharing your thoughts below, and we can all contribute in our own ways to making the fitness industry more hormone friendly and more inclusive. Thanks for being here. Bye.